Hey, it's Mac with PriceActionTradingSystem.com, and I wanted to demonstrate. This is a live trade taken by one of our students that he shared it with me, so I'm going to share it with you. It's a nice trade here. We're mostly working sideways here, but you can see there were two legs up and there was two legs down, and now we've got another two legs up. So you'd expect prices to um, come back down, probably try to make a measured leg similar to this one's what I would expect there. Or maybe even run all the way down to the other side if this is going to be a channel. But needless to say, that he's taking a second entry short here. Notice the new low, and there are three trend bars, so even though that's a little sideways, I think you could call that a first entry, and then this will be a second entry. So that's how I would read that one. But let's watch it play out here, and you can see the trade. It's pretty quick trade. Now he manages this runner a little differently than I probably would, but interesting the way he managed it. But um, I think he ends up giving back a couple of points on it before it's over. But let's watch it play out. So he's got his order in there, and it just needs to tick lower now to see if he's going to be filled. But he's got his sell stop one tick below the signal bar there. He's pointing at it now. And the trade did trigger. You can see there. I think he gets out of the scalp fairly quickly here on this one, but his runner runs for a little bit. Probably what I would have done on a runner here is probably tried to get a set amount. I might, if I did move it, I'd probably move it down just above this support, like maybe right along this line here, just prior to these lows here. Is what I probably would have done. But now he's scalped out with four of his contracts, and he's got one runner going here. And you can see he does move it. He probably would have got that. Probably would have got that. I think it was about 3 points or so, and he almost gets stopped out here, but he doesn't. He's locked in one tick here, which is probably smart, just to make sure he doesn't lose any money on this contract. If you can get one tick, you can pay for the contract and probably make a couple of dollars still, depending on what your commissions are. But he easily could have got 3, maybe even 4 points on this runner. I can't remember how many he actually gets on it. But generally, how you handle your runners depends on personality and what you're comfortable with. That's the reason I don't talk a lot about um, targets on runners because everybody's different. I have a hard time holding on to mine for very long because I can't stand to watch it, have 4, 5, 6 points in my pocket and then end up giving them back. So see, he could have gotten out of there with easily 4 points there, but he's moved it down again. Again, I'm not sure what he ends up making on this trade, but this is probably not. I mean, this is not necessarily a bad way to do it because he may be working to try to get a big runner here, and this is how you may have to do something like this to get a big runner. Um, if you're wanting to really hold on to one, but you see, he could have easily gotten. He was down to 0-2 there, 5 points out of this. 4.5 or 5 points anyway. But he's tightening his stop up. If he gets stopped out right there, I think he gets about a little over 2 points. 2 points in a tick, maybe something like that. This was a nice trade, and I thought it was interesting the way he managed his runner. Um, I think he gets stopped out right here. Yep. So he ended up with 2 points and a quarter on the runner. And I can't remember what he got overall. Does it show? Looks like he made $125 on the runner there. So, and then of course he got his 4 points on the other one. I believe he went for 4 ticks, so he got his 4 points with 4 contracts. So, $325 trade for a few minutes of work. Not a bad job there. So, nice trade by this trader. Um, Thanks for sharing it. And if you want to share, I like to show these to people. So if you got any recorded you'd like to send to me to share, please send them to me, and I'll try to share them as well. They're good learning opportunities. I think this was a good setup. I like this setup. Um, it was interesting again the way he managed his runner there. Um, everybody again. There's no set way to how you should manage those. Just just try not to give you all your profits on your scalps back on that. That's the one thing you want to try not to do. So, uh, but nice trade overall. Thanks for sharing it, and hope everybody has a great weekend. This is Matt with PriceActionTradingSystem.com, and we'll see you next time.